my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at, tell her it's not that. For the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. I'm a number one like you say, set page. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. I'll split. For the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate.
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ready, break! Panther 60, Panther 60, Buffalo 18! Go!
On 1st and 10, Ingram. And that is incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense, and they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Richardson looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walton. This defense for the Steelers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Lions. 19 Tigers. 19 Tigers.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Ready, check. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They'll go again with Hall. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Give to Hall running right. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
70, Timberwolves. Go.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Broncos.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Chapter 11, 19 Lions.
Richardson off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And the catch made by Johnson. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
They tried well on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action with Richardson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They give to Johnson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Okay, ready?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Lions.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Steelers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
All again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
A beautiful, there he goes, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
19 tight, on the ball.
Back to throw. Ingram. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on. Hey. 60 Maverick, 60 Vices, 60 Vice Warriors, 70.
Looking to throw. Ingram. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
A 28-yard gain. And the Colts, 1st down.
Let's go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's 70 range. Go street.
In motion comes the tight end left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here is 3rd and 5.
18 Rattler. 18 right here.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Steelers 3. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. So they look like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On third down, here's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hawk.
Throwing on first down, Ingram. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready?
Second and 10.
Ready?
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Cougar 19. Cub 19. Cub 19.
From the gun on third down. Ingram flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Get it. Viking 18.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Trap 60, trap 60. Stay hurt.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
27-yard line.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. Go.
On 1st down, Richardson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
19 type, 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
A final shot before break. Ingram. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they start the second half with Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson looking to throw this. He finds his man complete. It's Walton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Off play action, Richardson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Richardson. Dancing to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Richardson to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Cannon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Red,
in motion,
red.
The tight end.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19.
Richardson to the air on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Pickens on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up.
26 yards. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
On first down, Ingram. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 44-yard
Back to throw. Ingram. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Looking to throw. Ingram. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 12.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Back to throw. Ingram. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Ingram. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneer. Ready, ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
The score, 27, Steelers 9. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hurt. Come 19, come 19.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter.
Okay, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Play action. Now Richardson. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Richardson to throw off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Ready, go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Pass to 11. Pass to 11. Hey, pass. 19 Lions. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Liking 18.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now Richardson. Being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. Out to his left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Hall again on second down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Go! Ready?
Here's Hall again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's good.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 104 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go. Set. Smash. Smash. Go.
Running left, it's Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Ready?
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Three.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Give to Hall running right. Good footwork at the 30. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Still on his feet. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. On third down, Johnson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Richardson on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 29 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Colts 34, Steelers 16. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the jump.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.